Welcome to Turkey and this new edition of Turkey 360.
Over the past decade, Turkey has gone through a profound political, economic and social transformation. My government took the office in late 2002, and since then we've implemented a number of structural reforms that have helped improve productivity, but also put Turkey on a higher growth trajectory.
At the crossroads between East and West, Turkey has for centuries been a hub for trade and business. Today, the country has managed to withstand Europe's financial crisis as it looks forward to maintaining its enviable macroeconomic track record.
And with the opening of our embassy here in Abu Dhabi back in 1979, this relationship has gained momentum, and nowadays we are enjoying excellent relations between Turkey and UAE in all spheres, I would say, starting from the political one all the way going down to social as well. And thanks to our leadership, of course, both in the UAE and in Turkey, who have made this possible throughout these years.
Celebrating 40 years of diplomatic relations between Turkey and the UAE, both nations look forward to the future potentials that this partnership represents.
UAE, for instance, in Turkey in the last decade invested roughly $7–8 billion. And we have more than 200 UAE companies activating in Turkey. And we are so happy to have them in Turkey. And this is not a one-way road. Not only the investors from Gulf just come into Turkish market or accessing the Turkish market, but at the same time, many Turkish investors and businessmen right now just going and investing in UAE and the Gulf area, in Qatar, in Saudi Arabia, in Kuwait. And I think one of the most important things achieved in the last decade, we exactly have a better relationship right now with the surrounding countries in the Middle East and the GCC area as well.
Turkey, at the crossroads of Europe and the Middle East, is a key player in the global economy. Over the past couple of decades, trade has emerged as the major driver of Turkish economic development. Foreign commerce grew from less than $20 billion in 1985 to over $300 billion in 2012. The country's social and economic transformations have become an inspirational model for other countries in the region. Turkey is now increasingly developing closer relations with the Middle East and the UAE in particular.
Well, our Arab brothers and sisters are already in Turkey. They've been investing immensely during the last period. We, of course, expect these figures to grow in the near future because the Turkish government has recently taken some new initiatives with regards to investments. We have introduced a new set of incentives for investors, for local and international investors in Turkey. And also the Turkish parliament recently passed a law allowing the foreigners to buy properties in Turkey. So through these, we expect more and more investments from the GCC, especially from the UAE, in the coming months and years.
Türkiye ile Birleşik Arap Emirlikleri geliştirebilecekleri birçok alanda olduğu gibi ilişkilerini enerjiye ortak paydaya koyarak da geliştirebiliyorlar. Bu her iki ülke içinde, bölge içinde bir sinerji oluşturmak anlamına geliyor. Ve dünya büyüyor ama Türkiye dünyanın büyüme hızından daha hızlı büyüyor. Aynı şekilde Birleşik Arap Emirlikleri de bu tarz bir büyümeye sahip bir ülke.
Until today, where we have really most of the cooperation is, as you've said, in the steel sector, mostly on construction. For example, part of the consortium that built the gorgeous metro, which is really a very unique metro in this part of the world of Dubai, were Turkish. Again, some of the hotels, they were built by Turks. Now we have a big construction company who are going to build the Abu Dhabi airport. But of course, it is not enough. We would like to see more and more. Turkey being really #2 in the construction sector worldwide, we would expect more Turkish companies to come to Dubai and build more Turkish landmarks here.
For instance, right after very important and I think successful visit of the Sheikh Mohammed, the Crown Prince of the UAE, to Turkey, and very successful negotiations with the Prime Minister Mr. Erdogan and the President Mr. Gül, and the ministers and delegations together. And we have seen that there are so many common agendas between two countries. And I think in this climate, in this political climate, and we are both sides encouraging a lot our investors and our businessmen go and make more business and invest in Gulf, in UAE. Well, at the same time, we see that the UAE side and the Gulf countries side, they are doing the same. And right now, the economic activities between Turkey and the region increase seriously, remarkably.
Turkey, with an improved and friendly investment environment, is ranked 13th most attractive destination in the world for foreign direct investment. The country offers a range of investment opportunities across a range of different sectors, from travel and leisure, financial services, to industry and real estate.
Turkish construction company TAV was awarded the contract for construction of Abu Dhabi Airport, and Yapı Merkezi recently built the world's longest fully automated and driverless metro, and Turkish Steel is building much of Dubai's high-rise buildings. Tourism and business travel is also increasing as Turkish Airlines announced new flights to the UAE and GCC countries as it expands its Asian and Middle East network.
Turizm aslında sadece Türkiye için değil bence. İçinde bulunduğumuz yüzyılda dünya içinde çok önemli bir sektör. Çünkü turizm sadece bir ekonomik sektör değil, sosyal bir sektör. İnsanları birbiriyle, toplumları, şehirleri, ülkeleri birbiriyle tanıştırıyor. Ve bu tanışma birçok sorunun çözülmesine özel bir katkı yapıyor.
And as a Turkish airline, we are operating from Istanbul. So Istanbul itself has a strength. What we did last 10 years, of course, we run so many projects. Emotionally, we do the things maybe other airlines not able to do it. That's okay. But at the end, you coming your natural size, nature opportunities. You have a land, nobody planted before. You start planting, you can get the best fruits. That's normal. So what happened in Turkish Airlines? Increase the revenue 4 times. The passenger 4 times, revenue 6 times. From 1.6 billion, roughly 8 billion this year, is about roughly 6 times. It's happened because of geography, because of the people in here, in our company, because of Turkish government foreign policies, internal dynamics, economy, young peoples, but at the end, everything coming to the location, which Istanbul sitting one side touching the Europe, other side touching in the Middle East, Central Asia and Africa. We're flying as many cities as the European carriers doing into Europe, but we are flying more destinations than the European carriers doing in the Middle East. So we are flying as many as the Middle East carriers flying, as many as African air carriers flying, as many as, US, so coming back again, we have more opportunity than anybody else in this earth.
Given their proximity to the Middle East, Turkish contractors have constructed projects in the UAE to the value of $5 billion, including hotels, towers, villas, and also projects that need high-level technical capacity, such as metro transportation networks, airports, pipelines, and other infrastructure projects. One of the most successful Turkish contractors, TAV Construction, was awarded the construction contract in June 2012 as part of a consortium to build the midfield terminal at Abu Dhabi International Airport, which is valued at $3.2 billion. It is the UAE's largest ever construction contract and has given TAV assurance of its position as the undisputed leader in the airport construction business.
When you look at the countries in the region, especially in the Saudi Arabia and UAE and Qatar and Oman, when you check the budgets of the governments, you can see that there's a huge amount of infrastructure projects are coming, and huge amount of amounts has been allocated for these kind of projects. From the construction point of view, we are constructing the terminal building of Qatar International Airport. It is going to be one of the best and large airports in the world, and will serve to the national carrier Qatar Airways. We are together with a Japanese company, Taisei. It was a joint venture. And together with CCC, again, one of the regional companies, important regional companies, we are building the Oman Muscat Airport. Runways, taxiways, and all the infrastructure of Muscat Airport. Recently, you know about it, together with our partner Arabtech CCC, we won the tender of Abu Dhabi International Airport, which is going to be around $3 billion of investment for Abu Dhabi government. It is again going to be one of the landmark projects in the region.
Since its doors opened in 2009, Dubai Metro has revolutionized transportation in the emirate. Turkish railway specialist Yapı Meketsi was behind the construction of this first mass transit system in the Middle East, with its modern, fully automated and driverless technology, which was built as part of the Japan-Turkey Metro joint venture.
Countries or the governments, they are investing a lot into railway because it brings a lot of prosperity into the countries, and we really want to be a part of it, and we help the countries to have their own railway systems. When you go into a new project, and you have to think internationally. Yeah. I mean, we are Turkish, so but we have to think internationally. But when you enter the market, then you have to be local. Yeah. You should understand the culture of the people, the expectations of the client. It's not always the technical matters. So you have to respect of course, the laws, the beliefs, and as a Turkish company, we believe that, like all the other Turkish contractors, we have this advantage to understand the people in Middle East.
A new Turkish law came into effect in May 2012, which allows foreigners from all nationalities to buy property in Turkey. The government also decided to increase the amount of land a foreigner can buy from 25,000 square metres to 300 square metres. The Turkish real estate market is booming due to the effects of this new law, as well as sustained economic growth, a good banking and mortgage system, as well as political stability in the country. In the first 6 months of 2012, Turkey recorded the third highest property price growth rate in the world, outranking Hong Kong and Russia.
Antiyapı bu sene 20. yılını kutlayan bir firma. Yani 1991 yılında kuruldu. Ağırlıklı yurt dışı işler yaparak iş hayatına başladık. Özellikle de Rusya, Ukrayna, Türkiye Cumhuriyetlerle başladık. Şu an itibariyle yaklaşık 5 milyon metrekare yurt dışında proje gerçekleştirdik. Bunlar işte villa, konut, residence, otel, alışveriş merkezi, spor kompleksleri gibi birçok üst yapıyı kapsıyor. Genellikle üst yapı yapıyoruz.
Anthill Residence, the tallest twin towers in Turkey, is the latest completed development from Turkish construction group Anti Yapı, which has built most of the domestic and international projects for housing, hotels, business centres, shopping malls and recreation centres, totalling more than 5.5 million square metres.
In Turkey now the construction sector is really growing up, and Istanbul is going to be one of the biggest metropole in all over the world on the construction and the real estate basis.
We have an iconic shopping center called Palladium Shopping Center on the Asian side of Istanbul. It's doing fairly well. We're opening the second shopping center called Palladium Antakya on southeast of Turkey, in another city called Antakya. We have office towers. We actually invest in retail, commercial, residential, and some hotels. We have had 3 hotels. We've developed 3 hotels in the past.
Tahin Çiğoğlu Real Estate is another of Turkey's important real estate companies focusing on high-quality retail developments, including office space, residential properties and first-class hotels. Tahin Çiğoğlu has developed projects covering over 1.5 million square meters and is currently working on 2 A-class office towers in Istanbul, Nidakule Göçtepe and Palladium Tower, certified under the LEED, Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. Tahin Çiğoğlu was part of the Turkish delegation to the Dubai Cityscape Global 2012, where it showcased its world-class energy-friendly structures whilst also promoting real estate investments in Turkey. Best known as the hotel developers of the award-winning Four Seasons resorts Sultanahmet and on the Bosphorus in Istanbul, Astai Yatırım have launched their first real estate project on Altadekuş 16/9, which is billed to be one of the most modern and luxurious seaside residential developments in Istanbul. The $175 million investment is located at Zeytinburnu and has 496 luxury apartments in 3 towers.
We are going to continue the same road we have traveled in the past. We are going to develop and invest in high-end hospitality, and we are going to develop and invest high-end residential. That's what Astai do, and we are going to do that in the near future. This is not to say that, we do have some other hats. We do have a textile business, we do have an energy business, but those are separate. At Astai, Astai is a dedicated real estate and hospitality developer and investor, and our dedication in this part is very simple. We are going to do the projects and the product good for the rest of the world.
Ege Yapı Group has 35 years' experience in Turkish construction and real estate and owns İzyapi, Aydoğanlar İnşaat, as well as international operations with its company Ege Iraq, and MGY Saudi in Saudi Arabia. The company has completed projects with more than 1 million square meters in housing, offices, shopping malls, educational institutions, and even a 7-star hotel. Its latest crowning glory is the Batashir residential development in Istanbul, Beşiktaş, which is Europe's biggest integrated project, which offers sustainable living in an environmentally friendly design.
It is the right time to come here because in real estate there are very different and big opportunities in Turkey. And for example, one of your UAE company also, Emaar, is operating here. They are doing very big projects, and some Qatari company, Qatari Diyar, they are big in Qatar also. They are investing. They saw the opportunity 5 years before here, and for today now it will grow up every year. We see that, and there will be good relations, I hope so, in Turkish market. And according to this well-educated young population, they are spending and they need to spend, they need to invest. And real estate in Turkey, there's a main point, that very important point, that real estate investment is very important for Turkish population.
Emlak Konut is the largest real estate investment trust in Turkey and is a state-owned property developer that operates with a private sector approach. It has completed a total of 62,700 houses since 2003. Emlak Konut is developing the Istanbul Financial Centre, the city's first international finance centre to be completed by 2016, with the participation of construction firm Akdeniz İnşaat, a subsidiary of Ağoğlu. The project includes a 2,500-seat conference hall, a mall, a five-star hotel, office buildings and residences.
Şu an halen Türkiye'deki metrekare fiyatlarına baktığınızda bizimle eşdeğer ülkeleri yakalamış değiliz. Yani İstanbul büyük bir metropol. İstanbul'un yurt dışındaki alternatiflerine baktığınızda oradaki metrekare fiyatları örneğin Londra'da çok daha yüksek. Biz şu an onları yakalamış durumda değiliz. Ve İstanbul gerçekten hem jeopolitik yapısıyla hem tarihiyle hem bu mirasın günümüze aktarılmasıyla önemli bir değer oldu. Ve bu değeri de biz yaşatmaya çalışıyoruz. Yani bu baktığınızda Türk insanına, Türk milletine Avrupa'da, Orta Doğu'da, bilhassa Orta Doğu'da çok ciddi manada bir ilgi var. Biz de Sayın Başbakanımızın önderliğinde bu ilgiyle açıkçası bu ilgi bizi memnun ediyor. Ve biz de projelerimizden bu şekilde mülk alınması açıkçası ülkenin ne kadar güvenli bir liman haline geldiğinin en büyük göstergesidir diye düşünüyoruz.
Turkey is the second largest producer of steel in Europe and the 10th in the world, which is exported primarily to neighbours in the Middle East, North Africa and the Balkans. The Middle East is Turkey's largest destination for steel exports, receiving 7.4 million tonnes in 2012, followed by the EU countries with 2 million tonnes and by North Africa with 1.9 million tonnes. Kroman Çelik has been producing and marketing steel and iron products and semi-products since 1966. Its production line consists of 2 electrical arc furnaces as well as ladle furnace with a total annual capacity of approximately 1,100,000 tonnes.
We are in business life over 40 years, as I told you. And as for Kroman, we are in Gulf region over 10 years. And we have sufficient capacity to fulfill the needs of requirements coming out from this region. And especially in Gulf region, Dubai and Qatar, including Oman and Kuwait also, we have been supplying rebar material over 10 years' time.
Çebitaş Steel Industries has been producing steel billets and steel bar in its steel plant, which was built with Swedish technology since 1989, in its rolling mill and melt shop in the Aliağa Nemrut heavy industrial area. The company is one of the 100 largest companies in Turkey and exports to South America, North America, Europe and Africa, and especially focuses on the Far East and the Middle East markets.
First of all, Çebitaş was established in 1964 in Karabük with an out-of-fashion rolling mill with 2 strengths. The existence of Çebitaş is lying on our chairman, Mr. Halis Çebi. Çebitaş is one of the leading steel manufacturers and very well reputed around the world and also in Turkey.
Çolakolu Metallurgy is one of the biggest manufacturers and suppliers of steel and iron products for construction projects in Turkey, which are exported internationally and reputed for the highest quality standards. Çolakolu Metallurgy is also well known for bringing state-of-the-art technologies to Turkey by investing in a new melt shop and rolling mill for flat products in 2007.
Hot rolled coils, which is the new investment for the group, is the big part, which represents almost 2/3 of the business. But we used to manufacture rebars in wire rod. We were on the long product side, what we call in steel business, but we are slightly moving onto the flat side, where Turkey is growing much faster compared to the long product side. So that was the reason we want to invest and move towards the flat production. Honestly, being the managing director of this company, my vision is to see Çolakoğlu more international. expanding worldwide and growing further. And plus, on top of this, adding more value to the product we're manufacturing. So that these are the basic topics that we're, concentrating and spending time on.
It's an incredible story of a Turkish man who had a brilliant vision and made it happen with just 2 trucks and a sharp organisational strategy. In 1978, Shahab Chak started a logistics company with just 2 trucks, and today he is the president and CEO of Netlog Logistics Group, and he runs the international logistics firm with his son Yochai, with a fleet of 2,150 trucks and 3,520 employees.
Actually, our group was initially started in 1984. In 1984, I'm the 3rd generation in the family. This is a family business. We have been in logistics. Back then it was called trucking. We are in the trucking business for the past 3 generations. And of course, eventually it mutated into, and it became, and it's been called logistics in the past 10-15 years. But the company was started in 1984 under the name of Özgür Integrated Logistics Company. And then since then we have developed the company, and now today we took the name Netlog Logistics Group in 2003. Our group has now 14 companies, all in logistics sector, in different segments of logistics sectors. But we are a fully integrated logistics company. We do anywhere from custom bonded warehousing to micro distribution, cold chain logistics to chemical storage businesses. So basically, we are a very diversified logistics company.
Turkish Aerospace Industries Inc., TAI, is the centre of technology in design, development, manufacturing, integration of aerospace systems, modernisation and sales support in Turkey. Located in Ankara, TAI's production plant covers an area of 5 million square metres, with an industrial facility of 150,000 square metres under its roof. The company has a modern aircraft facility furnished with high-technology machinery and equipment that provide extensive manufacturing capabilities ranging from parts manufacturing to aircraft assembly, flight tests and delivery.
Following the establishment of the modern Turkish Republic, and I may say following the War of Independence, as the announcement of the Republic in 1923, of course the new and the young Republic has many other requirements, but our founding leader put the priority on the aerospace. In 1925, Turks established the very first aerospace industry. Total revenue of the defense and aerospace community last year was something $4 billion, and over $1 billion was export. The rate of the self-sufficiency has increased from 25% to 52%, and now with the new local content measures, offset regulations, but before then, to give the primeship to the local companies and to expect a local development programs from the local companies, will get the self-sufficiency rate in coming 5 years, in my opinion, to something 70% or something like that. We are open to establish bilateral relations, and if we are in advanced in an area than them, so we are ready to share it with them. If they are in a better position, so I do not hesitate to ask help or to share their experience with us. So I believe we may give some support, we may receive some support, so we may share our experience with them. So I believe it will be quite valuable. Even we may establish some joint ventures together, or we may have some license agreements or some sorts of partnerships, outsourcing, offloading, everything. I mean, it's possible. Then they may invest to Turkey, or, I mean, it's both possible. I see great potential there.